Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. Today we're going to be cash stuffing our regular full-time paycheck that happened last week sometime. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like this video, and let's go. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing good from yesterday. If you didn't pick up on it in the last video, this is actually the same day. I am just trying to get all these filmed back to back while I have the chance, aka while my hubby is not in the room. So he has, been walking a little bit more, and he didn't mind walking into the living room and going and sitting in there so that I could film without feeling very awkward. Love him. Anyway, I did want to thank you guys. I didn't mention it in the video yesterday, but I did want to thank you guys for all the lovely comments. I know I've not been able to respond very much to them. However, I am reading every single one of them, so I appreciate you and thank you. But before we get started with this video of cash stuffing a very large paycheck, and not because the paycheck was large, but because we are taking some of that 401k money, and I'm going to show you what I do with it. But yeah, we're going to do that today. But before we get started with that, let me grab today's prompt card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt card. It's basically a conversation starter. So I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's prompt card is, why do you think popular kids are popular? That's a really good question. I don't know. Sometimes, you can kind of pinpoint it and be like, oh, they're just a beautiful person, so everybody likes to look at them. Sometimes it's the mean people. So you just don't know. I think it really comes down to confidence. If you're confident in yourself, maybe that is picked up by, your peers, and they look up to that. So maybe it's confidence. And sometimes that can be not so good confidence, narcissism and stuff like that. Sometimes it can be good. I think that it's gotta be a level of confidence that this person has. But what do you guys think? Why do you think popular kids are popular? Let me know in the comments below. Today we're gonna be stuffing our last full-time paycheck. It was just a regular paycheck, as you can see. $23.62 was that. I am pulling $24.61 from the 401k money that we cashed out. If you don't know, or if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, my hubby got cancer. We've got a bunch of medical bills that had come in, and then our air conditioner just completely stopped, and so we just made the executive decision to cash in one of our old 401ks. Now we have several 401ks, so this one is the smaller of the bunch. But it's still quite large, to be honest. So yeah, I just took a small portion of it, and I'm gonna stuff that in today's video, and you'll see why, or what I'm doing with that. And then on top of that, I will be doing another video where I'm gonna pull out a little bit more and stuff that in specific envelopes. So that video will be coming probably next week sometime. Just be looking out for that. But we're going to start with just pulling this small amount out. I know I say small amount, but in comparison to what we got, it's pretty small. I'm not going to disclose that because my hubby does not feel comfortable with that. But yeah, anyway. We are going to put money, just ignore this. Just ignore this because it is October bills. But I'm still trying to figure out how to word this so that it's not very confusing for everyone. But we're putting $460 from the regular paycheck in, and then the full $24.61 into bills. This is part and parcel of becoming 2 months ahead. I told you guys that's what I'm doing, so this is kind of showcasing that and letting you see it happen in real time. All right, so that was a total of $29.21 I'm putting towards the bills. And that left $19.02 to stuff in these various envelopes, which I won't go over with you. We'll just do it together in this video. So let me grab the cash. Now, this is probably going to take a hot minute to do because it's a lot. Can you see that? It's a lot. That's why I'm trying to do it in small increments instead of one just big increment, because it's a lot to take in. So this right here is a total of $4,823. I've counted it prior to this video, so I don't think that I want to count it again because it is a lot. It's a lot of money, but just rest assured, it is $4,823. So first up, I'm going to start with my wallet. I have no idea what's in here or what it's looking like. A hot mess. I'm going to go ahead and grab out these receipts. If you're not using Fetch Rewards, I suggest it. Like, it's just an app you get on your phone. All you do is take pictures of the receipts that you've gotten, and you earn free points. You earn points which you can cash in for free money in the form of digital gift cards. I've cashed in quite a bit already, and it funds my Amazon addiction. So if you are interested, there is a code in the description of this video you can use to get a free, I don't know what it's at right now. I think it's at 1,000 points, but I haven't checked. So it could be lower, it could be higher. It changes. So, you know, the last I saw it, it was 1,000. But by the time this video goes up, who knows what it's at. But go check it out, and you can get a free amount of points when you scan your first receipt. And we can be friends on there, and it'll be fun. And we can save money or earn money together just by scanning those receipts. Anyway, I will go ahead and empty out whatever we have in here. I don't know what that is. To be completely fair and real, we have a 10 allowances. This is actually for my son. I totally forgot to give to him, so I'll leave that in there for now. Kids spending, nothing. Miscellaneous, nothing. We just haven't been going anywhere. Other, I think this was from maybe groceries. I don't know. But we're going to put it all aside anyway. So I'm going to do that now. Let's see what we're pulling out of the wallet in total. We've got 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, and 77. So 20, 40, 50, 65, 75. Might be able to do the 75 envelope challenge. We'll see. So we'll get back to this later. Now that my wallet is completely empty, we will be getting spending money this time. We're doing $80 a piece. Not that my hubby can go anywhere, but he gets spending money too. You know, he can buy things online if he wants. So this is for my specific gas. I get $30 as usual. For allowances, it's the same as always. It's $60, but I'm going to leave this here. 2 10s and then 8 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that gives $70. So 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 65, 70. Only because I owe my son $10, clearly. All right. Moving over to kids spending, I always put a 20 in. My girls are currently on vacation. They're not even here. So maybe I'll splurge on my son. Who knows? And then 10 in miscellaneous for any miscellaneous purposes that come up throughout the next 2 weeks. And that will do it. I use my other for when I'm going grocery shopping or whatever, and I pull from other envelopes in the house to put in here, so I have it in my wallet. And that's that. I will go ahead and pull out the hubby's 80. I don't have his wallet. It's over there. I'm just lazy. So I'll put this up to the side for him, and I'll put that on his desk. Yeah, it's just been one of those kind of months, guys. And now we're going to move over to my first binder, my revolving binder. Starting with groceries, we're going to do $1,000 in groceries. This is for the next 2 weeks, which we won't spend it all just because of the fact that my girls aren't here this week. And then next week, it'll just be 1 week's worth of groceries I would need, which of course me and the boys eat here, but we have stuff and we don't mind scrounging. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are some nice 100s. Let me count it again since they like to stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's $1,000 in groceries. I hope we don't spend it all because it would nice to have rollover. It would be nice to have rollover money, is what I'm trying to say. Clearly, I need to take a drink. All right, gas for the hubby. He's getting $2.50. Again, he's not in work just yet. I'm not doing hundreds. But he will be. I am speaking it in faith that come August 1st, he'll be working. So we do need some gas money in there. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, and 50. So $250 into gas. Dining out, I use another way. My pets, I will be putting $10 in here. I do need to order their pet food, so that's coming. 50, 70, 85 should definitely cover it. Extra toiletries, I think I'm putting 5 in. These are 1, so we don't want to keep those, but we have 5 now in extra toiletries. Peach Pass we stuffed with our Modus Paycheck, and it's got 60. Miscellaneous, I'm going to put 5 in. So now it has 10. Rollover, I'm not going to stuff, and I might not need to continue stuffing this if things go as planned. We'll see. Moving over to my short term, I'm only going to put money in my self-care, which is going towards a haircut, because believe me when I say, I hope he's not listening, my hubby needs a haircut. He needs a haircut. It's been a while. He's been laid up in bed, and that's understandable, but I know he's going to want to get his haircut before he goes back to work. So that's $35. That should cover a haircut for him. And then we do have, let's see, I think nothing in hair color because we did just do that. I don't know why I put that in the front. It needs to go back here. Okay. And then we have $5 in nails and pamper. Speaking of nails, you guys like? I just played around with it with some colors. I really like them. Kind of goes with, yeah, I love it. All right, the next one that I'm going to be stuffing, of course, is gaming. The last $2 that I had in my budget, I'm just putting right into gaming. All right, that'll be it for this binder. But moving over to my long-term binder, we are going to be putting $10 into vacation. And I'm just going to put it right into travel because everything else is going to be covered in that video I do with the 401k. So we have 1, 200, 50, 70, 90, 310, 30, 50, 60, 70. So $370 now in travel. It's definitely more than enough in my opinion. I mean, we are taking 2 cars, so maybe not. I don't know, but I'll just let it build. Anything I put in extra will just go into there. I'm not going to stuff anything else. These just don't get touched very often right now. They just don't. Not high priority. All right, moving over to my holidays binder. Of course, we've got to stuff up for, let's see, I think the next, let's see, we finished 4th of July. The next one up is Halloween, so that's in October. I've got time to build that, which I need to because we love going to Spirit Halloween. Just to get some stuff, you know, I don't know, our thing. But we're going to move over to my hubby's birthday. $20 every paycheck for him right now. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130 for his birthday this in December. For wifey, I get 15 every paycheck. So that's 10, 15. And the reason why it's smaller, don't think that I'm gypping myself, no. The reason why it's smaller is because I started immediately after my birthday in April. So that actually lowered the amount. So per paycheck until my next birthday. So that gives me 20, 30, 40, and $45 towards my birthday for next year. For my son's birthday, he's getting 25. We did miss, I think, 1 or 2 things. It used to be cheaper. And so anyway, he has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220, 25, and 30. And yes, it's $100 short because he wants to get a Switch like his sister's got, and he asked if he could use some of his birthday money. So I said, sure. It'll be less you get on your birthday, but sure. So that's that. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 5, 50, 5. She's the only one that hasn't touched her money. So that's good. Her birthday being also in November. Same as his, but just 2 weeks ahead. And then for my youngest, she's getting 20. She's already spent most of hers. Hers is actually in August. So 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. Hopefully we'll have enough to take her to dinner. But she bought that Switch. So, you know, it's something she felt it was worth it. It's what she wanted. For Christmas, we are going to keep in line with our plan, which for a regular paycheck, we put $50 in. You'll see me do the YouTube one because they landed on the same day. That will be the next video. But we are going to be putting $50 into our Christmas. And right now we've been working on my youngest. Let's see what we're at with this 50. So 100, 200, 220, 240, 250. So we just need $50 more, and then we'll have her finished. So that is 3, 6, 9, 12, and whatever is this. Yeah, 13 something. 14 something. Yeah, I'm not going to add it for you guys. Sorry. All right, the only savings I'm going to stuff with this is our savings, just because it is severely lacking and it needs to have a little bump. So I'm putting 20 in. So 20, 40, 45, and 50. So now we have $50 in our savings. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Totally forgot about it while we were here, but I am still going to be stuffing the 130, I think is what I put in here for mental health. So 2 50s, that's 100, 10, 20, 25, and 30. That's enough for 2 more appointments. So you'll see in the WTF Wednesday video that I post on Friday, or whatever day it ends up dropping, is that my daughter obviously didn't have an appointment this week because of the fact that they are not here. So that's one less appointment I'll have to pay for. But right now we have 50, 100, 50, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 245, 55, and 260. So that's enough for 4 appointments right there. Gotta love it. Now, let's get to bills. I'm so excited to show you guys. All right, so this right here is my new bills binder. Yes, so now I can see from the front, especially because I already have 2 blacks here, so I'll at least know this one is bills. And it's black and purple. Yeah, gotta love it. But let me show you guys what I've done. I have spent a lot of time on this, a lot of time. This is my new bills binder. Since we are now 2 months ahead, I wanted to do things completely different. So now everything that you see here is my plan going forward. On our bonus paychecks, which we usually get one every month, I'm paying these bills. And on our regular paychecks, which is at least once a month, I'm paying these bills. As you can see, it's a big difference. Even though these are only 4 bills, it's still significantly more. But I can afford that on a bonus paycheck. I cannot afford that on a regular paycheck. So this is the plan going forward. With that being said, I'm going to be stuffing all of the month's bills in here with you guys so that I can just begin the process of what it feels like. So I'm going to stuff every single one, and as you saw, it equates to about $2,921 here. We're going to stuff every single one of them. And if you watch WTF Wednesdays, you know I'm going through every bill every single week just to see how much it was and if it came out. Then at the end of the month, I'm going to remove or unstuff this cash with the exact amount that actually came out throughout the month. And then any overage will now go into this envelope, which has no label, and it's my buffer envelope. So I'm going to let this continue to build up over the months and eventually let it become what makes us 3 months ahead, and then 4 months ahead, and so on. So with that being said, here is all of my bills in their own envelopes. Absolutely every one of them has its own envelope, and that's the way I wanted it. I didn't want tabs. I'm also using the zipless because there are so many. I was like, zippers are not going to be the thing. I do have one zip here for my buffer because that's probably going to get thick and full over the next few months. And then I just made this out of the vellum paper, printed this on there so that I can change it, because as I'm noticing, my bills change as it wants to, apparently. So they go up and hardly ever go down. So with that being said, I wanted this to be versatile so that I can erase it and change it if needed as it changes. So now you see what my plan is going forward. Right now, currently in my billing account, I have all of August bills and September bills. So everything that I stuff, we're going to call it that it's for the current month. That way, at the end of the month, after I've stuffed all of the bills up and everything, we can go over what came out that month and take out the money and put it right back into the bank account. Now, there's always going to be 2 months worth of bills in there. So this is in addition to that. We are 2 months ahead, but it would just get really confusing trying to explain that in every video. So we're just going to call it saving the bills for the month. At the end of the month, we will take out the bills and what they were out of the month, that we've gotten from our WTF Wednesdays. And then any overages goes towards my buffer, and everything else goes back to the bank, essentially making it still 2 months ahead, because right now my billing account is just using that money that's already in there to pay those bills as they come out. So when I put this back in here, it will be right back to 2 months ahead. Does that make sense? I've always found this really confusing when I was watching people who are 1 month ahead or more. And I was always confused on how are they doing it? How are they getting it done with just 1 month's worth of bills in that account? Because by the time the end of the month comes, all that money is gone. Like, you're risking putting yourself in negative, if that makes sense, before you put it back, unless they're going back every single week. So it just was really confusing to me. So in my mind, I needed to be 2 months ahead. And that's something that I really worked towards really hard. Never got to it, but thanks to this 401k, I was able to. So with that being said, I'm just going to start saving throughout the month for the month's bills. And then at the end of the month, whatever those amounts were, we pull that out and we put it back into the bank so that it's less confusing. I know that technically I'm saving for November. You guys don't need to be confused about that. Does that make sense? So with that being said, we are going to stuff my bills today. All of them. Because of the fact that I had already had a bonus check earlier this month. And you guys didn't see me stuff anything hardly. I left most of it in the bank. So I left everything I needed here for that. So technically this isn't 401k. This is just money I pulled back out. So I can kind of get a feel on what it feels like to do this and kind of get the vibes check, if you will. Does this work for me? So I did pull a little bit of the 401k that went towards that, and then the money I already had saved from the first paycheck of this month, and then additional money that I took from this paycheck. I'm going to stop talking because I feel like I'm just getting it even more confusing for everyone. But I will say our mortgage, I don't know what our mortgage is. I know it's supposed to change this month, but I have no idea in August what our mortgage is. So I know it's over $1,200. I don't know what the last two numbers are, and I cannot find the paperwork. It has gotten scattered somewhere, and I don't have the desire to go and search for it. So we'll just find out together when it comes out. I know it's not over this amount though. So we're going to stuff that amount and just be prepared for it. So $12.75 is what we're stuffing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 50, 75. So $12.75, that is ready to come out at the end of the month when we go over all of the bills. Now, granted, it's already come out. Don't be fooled. It's already been paid at the beginning of this month, but I have money in there for 2 months worth of bills. So I am allowed and afforded the opportunity to wait until the end of the month to just pay all my bills at once. Netflix is $20. We're putting $20 in. It is $19.99. I'm not going to worry about change when we have leftover change. Just let that build as well. I'm just going to go in the order of my envelopes. So Studio Paint gets 5. It's $4.50, I think. Let's see what else. Next up is Prime. We're doing both Primes. I have 2 Prime subscriptions, so I'm doing 30. Next up is Spotify. I have it as 16. It does go up, I believe, next September. I think it goes up to like 17 maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But 16 goes into Spotify. Spotify's going up. YouTube Premium is going up. Everything wants to go up, even though, like, why? What is the inflation for YouTube Premium? Like, why did you need an extra $1? Please explain that to me. What about the product that you're selling for YouTube Premium went up due to inflation that you had to now up your prices? That's just my question. Can't figure it out. All right, next up we have Hulu. Hulu is $95. So 50, 70, 95. It actually is like 93. So we'll get some money out of that for sure. Bank fees, let's see if that's next. Yes, bank fees is $5. How do you guys like it with me putting the money in the front? If I can actually get this one open. There we go. I did use this metallic lavender purple. Love it. I think it looks good in the front. I do. Alright, next up is gas, which we right now are at $60. I think that fluctuates and changes as the seasons change. Although most of our stuff now is electric, so that might not be the case. We used to have a lot of gas, like a gas oven, a gas dryer, stuff like that, which now everything is electric, so I don't know. But $60 for gas on that. YouTube Premium, we're going with the regular price, which is $14. That will go up, of course, when September comes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 for that. I'm doing it so that I can definitely help support the content creators I love to watch without having to watch the ads, because I can't stand watching ads, to be honest. Next up, we have Microsoft, which I still don't know what this is for, but we still have to pay for it until we figure that out. So that's $10 for that. Trash. We did have trash come out this month, so I have to stuff that. I won't have to stuff this again for another 3 months because it's quarterly, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So it's $134 this time. So 120, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 120, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 134 for trash pickup, and they went up too, like by $15, but they keep going up. It's so annoying. Next up, let's see, water is 60, so 50, $60 for that. Internet is actually over here, so $100 there. Discord is $10. iCloud is $1. Insurance is $311. So 1, 2, 300, 10, 11. $311 for insurance. Electric is $300. 1, 2, 3. What are you stuck on? Get down. There we go. Electric, 300. That's one that changes, so I don't know. It's just a rounded up guess that I can come up with. And then the last one is cellular. I don't think that it's going to be this expensive every month, but we'll find out together. 1, 2, 3, 450, 75. But I think that we had like a one-time charges or something on this for the devices that we bought, so we'll see if that changes like next month. We'll see. But that's $475 for that, and now I have $5, $10, $15 here that I don't have written. I wonder if I was supposed to put that in my kids' savings. I think it was. Well, if it wasn't, it is now. But for my kiddos' savings, starting with my son, we're going to put one of these 5s in. So that's 400, 10, 15, 20. And then same thing for my middle child. And same for my youngest. There we go. So guys, let me know what you think about my bills and the plan of action going forward. Let me know if you think that's a good idea, if you have any suggestions on how to do it better, whatever. I'm open to hearing everything. Alright, so we did have, I think, 75. Let me see, do we have a 75 that we haven't used? Yep, we do. So let's see what we've got. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 75. Let's do the 75 on this envelope. Yes, I like it. Put this in the back. We don't count this, but at the end of each quarter, so be waiting on that. We have 1, 2, these ones, man. $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 we're adding to our quarter 3 $1 savings. These are just ones that I have pulled from our envelopes and wallets. It's pretty awesome. And as you can see, we are done stuffing. I know this is going to be a little bit of a longer video because I had some explaining to do with my new bills binder. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you a little bit. Let me know what you guys think on the bills binder. Do you think it's going to work? I think it will. We'll see how it goes. This is basically the trial and error test run for me, but this is the idea I've come up with to help make this a little less confusing for me and for my viewers as I do live 2 months ahead. So we'll see how it goes. I appreciate you being here. If you're still watching, you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journey. We all have one, whether you do it or not. With that said, I'll see you in the next video, which will likely be tomorrow for our YouTube cash stuffing. So I'll see you in that video. And as always, until next time, bye.